Welcome back, guys. This is Gaming with Alston, and today we're on episode 66 of Pyramid City. The truth is, when you remove fat from foods to make fat-free versions of foods, you're not just removing the fat. You're not just removing the flavor. You're also removing the nutrients. And you're also deprecating the nutritional value of it. That is because there are certain nutrients you definitely need in your diet that are only soluble in fat. Which means not only you need fat in your diet, but you also need fat deposits too. Oops. Who the fuck spawned so many animals at once? Who the fuck did that? Oops. As water gets more scarce as a result of climate change, eventually we're going to end up having water mafias. As well as not only water wars, but also water mafias. Like they would control the routes in which water is transported. Oops, wrong block. disparaged claims to eat healthy. Even though it's already well known that eating red meat has been linked to heart disease and cancer. And eating meat has been linked to heart disease too. Because of cholesterol. Dietary cholesterol. If you remove dietary cholesterol out of the equation, you're removing the risk of heart disease. Oops. I am vegan, but I wasn't always vegan. Believe it or not. When I started my channel, I was still a vegetarian. I was still a vegetarian when I started my channel. Now I'm full-on vegan. Believe it or not. My hope is to keep training in a brutal manner and stay vegan for the rest of my life. I'm not just doing this for ethical reasons. I didn't just go vegan for ethical reasons. I also did it for health reasons too. Because heart problems run in the family. They do indeed run in the family. Oops. The reason why your body has to hold on to its fat reserves as much as possible, that is because those who are extremely lean, even if food is very abundant, very likely are going to have a hard time absorbing the nutrients they need. There are some psychological signs that your fat percentage is too low. One of those signs is you often tend to be preoccupied with food. One thing I'm trying to do is get as lean as I can get naturally. If you want to survive, you must love food, whether you like it or not. There is no other option. If you hate food, you're fucked. Which is why those who have a disease that causes involuntary starvation, before modern medicine, death was inevitable. Because of it. Like, it causes involuntary starvation. To where they cannot hold food in their stomach at all. No matter how hard they try. They'll throw it back up. With Lizzie Velasquez, she is, her fat percentage is almost, like, she is underweight mostly because her fat percentage is at almost 0. Which means, like, I know she can't help it. There is nothing she can do to gain weight. There's really nothing she can do. Not even Remeron will drive her into put her into weight gaining state. At all. Not even Remeron can help. Because it's not about a poor appetite that's causing that. It's not the poor loss of appetite that is causing that. It's that her body's having trouble storing fat. Before modern medicine, those who had that same disorder were fucked. It didn't matter how much they ate. Or how hot it was outside. They were still fucked. Thanks to modern medicine, they can live they can live very long lives as a result of modern medicine. If it wasn't for modern medicine, those who had almost 0% body fat would have died before they were even born. The reason I avoid donuts and go towards sandwich cookies, preferably Oreos. Well, I'd rather eat Oreos instead of donuts. For one, they're vegan. Two, which means they have almost no cholesterol. Yes, even plants have cholesterol too, but in much smaller amounts. In very small amounts, plants do have... People... At first, I always thought that cholesterol only comes from animal products, but then I did more research. And I even read ingredients of certain food products I bought. And I discovered that it's not just found in animal products. Even plants, then ultimately I discovered that it's not just animal cells that have cholesterol. Even plant cells do have cholesterol too. What was the driving force behind going vegan? There are lots of reasons you should go vegan. For one, you're less likely to suffer heart disease. To start off with, you're not as likely to develop heart disease on a vegan diet. In fact, when you go vegan, your likelihood of developing heart disease drops a lot. Because cholesterol consumption has been reduced to almost zero. Almost everyone will develop atherosclerosis at some point in their life. Some people have already started developing it even before they were born. Some of them have already started developing atherosclerosis before they were even born. I'm a watcher in the sky. Some people have started developing atherosclerosis before they were even born. Most patients with Smith-Lemli-Opitz syndrome often die before they're born. Smith-Lemli-Opitz syndrome is a sterile disease. Like, there is a toxic buildup of 7-dehydrocholesterol because you don't have that enzyme called 7-dehydrocholesterol reductase. You kind of need that enzyme to live. Almost everyone that is alive today has that gene. Almost everyone that's alive today has that gene. You kind of need it to live. Your body is able to break down beta-carotene into fully formed vitamin A. I know some of you fans might not like this, but I do drink energy drinks. Like, the main reason you might not like this is because I know that energy drinks are bad for our health. But I have to supplement my B12 somehow as a vegan. But I have to supplement my B12 somehow. I have to supplement my B12 somehow. But I have to do it somehow. Well, I'd stick to a vegan diet if I were you. It's a lot healthier. And it's a lot more humane. And I'm a watcher in the sky. If it wasn't for the medicine we have now, like medical technologies we have now, Lizzie Velasquez wouldn't be alive. She wouldn't be alive if it wasn't for modern medicine. But thanks to modern medicine, she's alive. She has to eat about 8,000 calories a day just to stay alive. Which is the same amount of... which is enough to feed 4 adults per day. But she needs to eat 8,000 calories a day just to stay alive. That's a lot of food. A lot more than what my stomach can handle. Because right now, I try to stick to about 1,600 calories a day. The reason it's a little low like that is because muscles, like, for a kilogram of muscle mass, it'd burn about, at most, it'll burn about 22 kilocalories per kilogram of muscle. Fat cells do burn calories, but they don't burn calories as quickly as muscle mass does. For a man weighing 150 pounds, at like 5'11", almost 6 feet tall, maintenance level requires that you eat at least it depends on what you're doing. If you have a lot of muscle mass, you're gonna need to eat a shit ton of food. Like Brian Shaw or Eddie Hall. They eat a lot. Yet they need to, in order to lift heavy. It's a good thing they're fat, because if they're lean, they're not going to be as strong if they're extremely lean. If they're extremely lean. And the leaner you are, the more likely you are to develop osteoporosis at a normal weight. That is because your fat deposits are crucial for the absorption of vitamin D. There's an article about the negative effects of having a low fat percentage. One of those is that your workout's gonna suck. My preferred architectural style when it goes to building, like, that I like to do, is I might think about building a city in which every building has rounded corners. Like, it'd be, like, each floor would have a large patio. Like, it'd be layered, after layer. Because I kind of like that brutalist look, yet modern look at the same time. Plus, it looks a little more modular. Anyways, this should be it for this video. Don't forget to leave a like if you like this video. Dislike if you disliked it. Subscribe for more. Don't forget to share this with your friends on social media. As always, thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more. And don't forget to follow me on social media for more content like this. As always, thank you for watching. And if you want to, you can support me on Patreon if you'd like. And as always, this is Gaming with Alston signing off, and choose.